doing the ufology thing in itself longer, and he's got more experience. And I value his his wisdom and stuff. So, but yeah, it's great. So our society over the original idea behind the society was to bring the best paranormal minds in the Northwoods, or in our area, to one place where we can help families and I guess serve the greater good. And we're coming upon our 10 years here. We're transcribing a book now called Paraversal Universe. And I'm not we the Paraversal Universe is the name of our show.
I was just going to say, I could have mentioned your show when, when I was doing your intro. As soon as you said the book, I was like, oh no, I didn't even mention the show. They host a fabulous show on the Late Night in the Desert. Is that right?
Late Night in the Midlands.
Late Night in the Midlands. To you, Art Bell, tipping my hat. So sorry about that. But, or John. That was John. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that people do know that you can listen to them there. They are fabulous. They have fantastic guests, said one of their former ones. So, but they do. It's a fantastic show, and check them out. So,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're on Friday nights on the Late Night in the Midlands Radio Network, Studio A, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But anyways, so where was I?
Talking about your book.
Oh, yeah. So the book, the show is an extension of the society in the fact that when we first started out, it seemed like an excellent way to interview the most brilliant minds in these fields that we cover, once a week, where us or any member of our society can ask them anything they want. How cool is that?
That's my favorite.
So that was like, that was kind of the thought. And so the book a lot of people know us from our show because the show has done so well over these last 5 years. We're ending our 4th year coming up here, so we'll be on year 5. I think November or December.
November, because I think I was there and then you followed me. So, and I'm November.
Okay.
But you didn't follow me by much.
No, there's like a whole class of us, actually.
I know.
They come out of there. Denise Prymore came out of there.
Who is going to be joining WBHM on I believe it's the 17th. Actually, she's bringing Paranormal Pride here.
Congratulations.
So, I know. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's an awesome show.
Fantastic show. Fantastic woman.
Yes. Yes. Quite a paralogian.
Yes, she is.
She knows her stuff. And so anyway, the book. Paraversal Universe. It's a decade of diligence. Cases and experiences from the NWPS. And it's the book is already written. We're transcribing it. The transcribing is taking a little longer than we thought it would, but we still we're hoping the book will be out by next year, and we're shooting for that. We already have a publisher lined up, and all that, so that's all good. And that's going to be exciting because there's a lot of stuff from over the years. It's experiences that are. What's kind of cool about it is some of the stuff is experiences I've had personally or Jennifer's had personally. Some of it is stuff that's happened in cases where we can talk about certain aspects. The cases we picked are cases we're allowed to discuss, of course.
Of course. You know what? We're going to come back to this because I have way too much need for what you're about to share to have to cut into it once you get started. So we're going to go ahead and head out to our first break, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes.
You are listening to WPHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk radio.
And we're back. Thank y'all so much. Now, I want you to go ahead and discuss this, but I wanted to let you know that we do have a question coming out of chat that we'll get to after you finish this topic, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay. So, do you want to continue about the book and your research work? And it was y'all's experiences as well as your team, right?
Right. And the cool thing about team stuff is that this stuff's been documented. So with some of the stuff in there is it could be referred to as case study, I guess. Being that you'll have different perspectives, or different perspectives that come to the same conclusion. And the stuff in the book is the stuff that's it's the most notable for sure. I'll just, so that's pretty cool. We're glad that's coming out. That's going to be a really good thing for the society.
Well, I think it's going to be an interesting read also because you'll handle so many varied types of anomalous work. Yeah, as you were mentioning earlier, then the list just goes on and on. So yeah, I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, it's got, divided by the chapters and how it's set up. There's, for instance, there's the one chapter where it's mine and Jennifer's experiences before the society, before we started before I founded the society and before we started working together. Because the society was 4 years old when Jennifer came into the picture.
Right.
I had met her on Facebook in the paranormal, what would you call it? Community on social media. And now here we are, years later, married. When we started the show, we weren't even married.
I know. And I had such a difficult time with Jennifer's maiden name when I would first try to introduce her. Thank you so much for marrying him, Jennifer. And just for the record, it's Chelsea.
Just to be fair, everybody has a problem with my maiden name because it's actually pronounced Chelsea.
And I would always say Chelsea.
Right, because it's like I told him if I had $1 for every time I got my name wrong, someone got my name wrong, we'd be rich right now.
You would. I mean, you would be having someone else transcribe, and you would be doing this, that, and the other. So,
right. Right, because my family name, my maiden name is Sicilian and Italian, so.
Yeah, and the C is silent.
Yeah.
That's what throws
people off.
Right.
In fact, we even got to redo right now our show. Ira Robinson is the announcer for our show, and he also mispronounced Jennifer's name.
Same thing, Chelsea.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to have that redone.
Well, I don't feel so bad then, but I do, Jennifer, greatly appreciate you marrying Kevin, if only for that reason. I mean, love is good and all that, but helping a host out is a great thing. Well,
could not agree more.
Right. Well, I am going to bring this question in from chat. And how do you become a ufologist? What actually goes into doing that?
Well, for sure, investigation technique. There's a little meteorology involved. There's a little astronomy involved. You have to have love for the subject, the topic, what's out there, I guess, the mysteries of, what are people seeing in the skies? Where's it coming from? What's its purpose? Why is it there? And the more you look into it, the more you realize how vast it is. I mean, ufology is now. Ufology is no longer a pseudoscience. You can go, starting last year, a university in Turkey started offering ufology courses. So to me, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
Hats off, because it's no longer technically a pseudoscience, is it? You can get academic instruction. So that's man, are they? I mean, really, America should be ahead on that one, right? Did we drop the ball on that? But from my perspective, anyways.
I would agree with that.
But that's hopefully that it will continue and start to spread, and more and more places will offer that, and yeah. But anyways, for myself. And for anybody, I would say if you want to, if you're serious about ufology, whether or not you think MUFON is too big or this or that or politics, all that aside, the ufology instruction they offer is amazing. And we have like over 1,000 books here, paranormal books in our library. Unknown and unexplained. I would say the MUFON manual is one of the most important books in there, just because, and it's a big, thick volume on everything, and everything you would need to, almost everything you would need to know about ufology, generally speaking. I mean, like I said, when you look into it, it's deep, and it branches off this way and that way and that way, and this book won't get into all that. But as far as if you just want to learn Ufology 101, the thing to do is to buy that book. I think it's like, when I took it, it was around $100. It's probably more than that now.
I think it is probably close to like 167 maybe.
Wow.
I just saw it when I was at Alien Con.